Hey, what's up there, ladies and gents? Retro Old School here. Of course, my real name is Elton, like Elton John. I do sing, but I'm poor. Speaking of Elton John, he's actually, I think he's given up the singing, if I'm not mistaken. I think he retired. I think, wasn't his last show, one of his last shows was actually right here in Montreal in December, I think. So anyway, we're here, yes, in Montreal East, Montreal Est. It's fucking gorgeous. Mustang GT, what, I don't know, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't know. Beautiful automobile. I just want to start things off with it, even though it's not vintage. It's heritage and still more than not a still recognizable look as a sports car, an American sports car or pony car, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so we're here. I think, and I used to think this was the Hochelaga borough because this isn't very far from my place. It's like a 10-minute bus ride. But actually, I think that it's actually the Ville Marie borough, actually. And now I'm looking for something. Where is that? There's some old cars there. Some other old cars I saw. We're gonna try to go find here on La Fontaine and Poupard. For me to poop on. Non, I'm just kidding. Hey, vous autres, vous êtes francophones comme moi, là. Je fais juste des niaises, là. Je niaise, là. Je suis un niaiseux, là. Je fais juste niaiser, là. C'est ça, je suis bon dans ça, là. Je viens d'une longue famille de niaiseux. C'est plus niaisage. Ouais, c'est ça. Anyway, but yeah, I've seen a few things around here, so I figured I should record them, document them, and show them to you virtually for your viewing pleasure. Now, I got this idea from these guys there, this channel I'm subscribed to, a bunch of millennials there on the Jalopnik, you know, and I don't even know why I mention they're millennials, I guess because I'm old in comparison, but they're doing a great job with all kinds of various automotive topics. And I actually wonder sometimes if they copied me in the whole car spotting thing, you know, filming cars in the streets and talking about them and their history and all that, but actually now I'm going to copy them. I'm going to do what the gentleman does. What's his name again? Oh, fuck, I don't remember his name. Anyway, he seems pretty cool. He looks like Yakov Smirnoff. You don't know who Yakov Smirnoff was? Well, Google it. Okay, so here's your modern day Golf, right? Volkswagen. So we're going to start with subject number one. Here it is right here. Check this out. That's probably one of the coolest looking cabriolets I've ever seen, even though it is not mint. It's in driver condition. It is, I don't know, 80 to 92 or something like that. Something along those lines. Of course, at the same time in those years, you could have bought a Corrado or a Scirocco. Yeah, the roof needs to be replaced. In terrible shape, but I love that color on this car. It's so, you know, like a champagne brown. It's just, I don't know. It makes the car look classy. You know, you can see this used to be a really nice car. It's still a nice car, but needs a little work. You know, of course, every time I see one of these or a Rabbit, my parents had a Rabbit for a very brief time. But like I always tell people, that car spent more fucking time in the garage to get fixed than on the street. Shit, even one time I was with my mom and. My mom and her friend were in the car in Laval, there, right where I lived in my early years. I was like 5 years old, and we're in a rainstorm, and the fucking wiper flew off the car. Flew right off the arm there, you know? So we're going to show you sighting number 2 that I've noticed. Yeah, we're going to show you that right now. You know, I was walking for quite a while, and one of the reasons why I did that is because of the fact that the Metro Green Line was shut down, so... I just was wandering around. I can't believe how many English people live around here more than ever. There's a nice looking Lexus 250. LS 250, I think. But I don't know. This particular one here, it looks like a Camry, you know. There's a good looking Toyota right here. Look at that. Nothing wrong with that, eh? Good looking truck. I like that. All right, I'm not going to tell you what the second sighting I saw there, but we're going to see it here in a moment. Maybe it's not there anymore. Of course, I saw a few of these as STM Rent-A-Cop cars there parked at Frontenac Metro, I guess, due to an intervention that was probably happening for the reason why the Metro was shut down. You know, maybe it was, who knows, it could have been a suicide, it could have been a crime, a shooting, a stabbing. You know, yeah, the old dépanneur is still there. A lot of them with their original signs, which marked when they were owned by French Quebecois people. Now they're probably owned mostly by Chinese. That's what they do. They buy everything. That's free trade for you. It's Interesting times we live in, you know? Interesting times. But, you know, hey, it's not to dog them. I mean, they work fucking hard. They work their fucking fingers to the bone. They want to make money, man, you know? They want to live the American or Canadian dream or North American dream. Here's the second sighting, P71. It's not old. I know it's not old. Whatever, fucking 2011 and under. But it's a Crown Victoria. I love these cars, you know? I mean, the 4.6 on the Panther platform, this was one of the best motors ever made. All of these cars, though, they all rot out on the front fenders. That's how you know, unfortunately, this is where I was born and raised, is the Northeast. I know, the Mercedes SLK. It's a beautiful car. But it's not amazing, in my opinion. And let's have a quick pick over, pick. Let's have a pick and a peek and a pick. Tesla parked there. Yeah, luxury cars are a sign of an ever-changing neighborhood. Look at that. You see that? This looks like a page out of Westmount. Anyway, I'm not going to comment about that because there's a bunch of people outside. And hey, look at that. A Crown Vic with a bike rack. Wow, that's almost redundant, isn't it? Anyways, so let's go to the third sighting. What do you say? Wow, that Volkswagen Beetle over here, that's not young, though. Hey, look at the paint, all faded it is. Looks like the same type of yellow that the one I saw there, that's 73 there, or 72. I always thought they were good looking. I remember taking a ride in one of these actually once, and I was impressed by it. It was a peppy little car. I think it was complete with the tulip or whatever, the rose or something that was in the middle of the dash, you know, the flower power. Yeah. All right, on to sighting number 3. And we're going to go this way for a little change, though, I think. Just want to see if, because I don't think did I go down this street before? No, actually, because I want to save the best for last. No, I did go down this street, I think, so I'm just going to zoom in here. See if there's anything interesting else parked here. Or notable. I should mention, by the way, that there, on the other side of that street over there is the Quebec Provincial Police Force headquarters. That's fucking major, man. You would have to be a bonehead, I guess, to fucking rob somebody's place over here, maybe, eh? Yeah, La Sûreté du Québec. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I spotted this before. Check this out. Look at this. Why is that here? How come nobody's taken that? That's a vintage Molson X stubby. That's what people used to call it, because it was a stubby looking bottle. I don't know what's doing there. Maybe it's in memory that this probably used to be a bar, because it looked like it could have been. They always look like that, as smaller windows, you know, hush hush, free, dark, you know, drink. This is out of fucking place completely. This looks like it could be anywhere. Fucking LaSalle, Pointe-Claire, you know, Ile des Sœurs, or as we call Ile des Sœurs, Nuns Island. Oh, by the way, I just want to point out, I like these Infinities. The G series. Okay, this one is not in the best condition, but I really like these cars. I think they're beautiful cars. Beautiful cars. Now, the reason why I'm walking back this way is because there's a method to my madness. You see, I'm going to show you sighting number 3, and then the last one, the 4th one, which is my favorite, and more up by alley. Oh, look at that, boy! You know you're in an area where people are old school when there's not one but 2 of these new Beetles. Well, they were new Beetles on the same block. And you know you're in a poor ass neighborhood. You see a lot of old fucking Toyota Corollas and Toyota Tercels, and you know what I'm saying? It's fucking funny, I think. You know. Hey, il est quelle année ton cabriolet, man? 89. Hey, j'espère que ça te dérange pas. Je l'ai inclus dans mon petit vidéo. Je suis en train de, je faisais le tour, puis tu sais, mon nom c'est Elton comme Elton John. Je vais donner une carte. Salut, je suis just a second. Okay, so yeah, I just met the owner of the Volks. Very nice guy, very chill, very laid back compared to me. And now we're going to check out this Beamer here. And my friend, wait a minute, hang on a second, I'm going to stop the record. You meet some nice people out there, eh? Always remember, guys, if you get depressed in life, and I get depressed easily because I'm bipolar, that there's always more good people than bad. The guy who owns this car, who happens to own that cabriolet, says to me that this car, which has the 4-cylinder, has 400,000 miles on it, and I forgot to ask him what year is it. Right, man, you know, when you're a pothead, you have a little memory, a short-term memory is not too good. It's a 91. Man, they must have sold tons of these in those years. 90, like right before the recession of 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87, they must have sold tons of these. But I don't know what year the convertible version of this came out, because it was always a 4-door 318i, and there was a 2-door. And look, there's that added light on the trunk panel. That was a U.S. federal standard initiated, I think, for safety in 85, 86. So all the car companies had to add that little middle light there. But that's funny, it's on the trunk, because a lot of them were usually in the window, but that obviously I can see why, because it's a convertible. And it's amazing. He says there's 400,000 clicks on that. That's outstanding. I mean, I had heard, BMW cars were, really good cars mechanically, and I've heard that about the 6-cylinder as well, and I think certain Volvos too, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about these cars. I'm learning. You want to school me on these cars, tell me anything at all, But this is to me, this is your typical, I don't want to say hipster, but it's just your typical cool old car, like I told and I joked to the guy, I said, you could probably drop the top and all their chicks will be like, ooh, all like flipping out, and it's just, and these were apparently really trendy years ago, like really trendy, like it's crazy how people would brag so much, like, oh, I got a 318i and a convertible or coupe, and it's got the French touch, like French from France with the, the high beams that are yellow, because that's, it used to be like a French standard, for safety or whatever. Finally, my favorite and last sighting. Now, it's not surprising I see all these cars within 2 blocks, because the guy I talked to has the cabriolet, I almost said Corrado, he has this also. And I don't remember, of course, what year it is. But these were made between 1982 and 1986. It's a Le Baron. Yeah. And it's funny because I filmed a LeBaron sedan 79, a 79, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. But it was a completely different design. This is before the whole K car is like this. And I can see there's fog lights behind the grill. Wow. And, these aren't worth much money. I mean, they weren't amazing cars, but they're just cool, They were really the cars, just like all other K cars, that saved Chrysler Corporation from fucking sinking into oblivion, really. Like, it wasn't just because of the government, the U.S. government that handed fucking millions of dollars of bailout money to Chrysler in 79, but it was because of Lee Iacocca. They got Lee Iacocca from Ford, and he had the vision, for the minivan. And but I found out recently that the K car, these cars, the Plymouth Reliant, the Dodge Aries and whatnot, they were already in the works. They were already in the works to make these cars. And it's funny because when I first walked up on this car, I noticed the color. I'm like, yeah, that's not original. But it's cool, it's eye-catching, and not only that, you got these fucking mags, they look like they came off a muscle car or something. They look like, come to think of it, they look like they came off a Dodge Dart even. Let me have a closer look at that here. Closer look at that here. I can't read that. I'm blind, for Christ's sake. I can't even drive legally. But I know cars, Yeah, convertible tops. Oh yeah, this one's got a little more age. Look at all the cracks on the seats, Oh, I like that two-tone gray interior. Ooh, look at that. Oh, Hoovy, I hope you see this, buddy. Make you wish you didn't fucking sell your LeBaron convertible. Or what the hell were you thinking, by the way, burying that thing and then digging it out? Are you on drugs or what? Anyway, other than that, you may have a fine channel. It's very entertaining. Well, that's it, guys. So I think we will finish with... no, not this zippy little Honda Austin Mini. Boy, the birds are really happy. They're really chirping away. But we're going to finish with showing you. You see this huge building over here? Right facing me here? That, my friends, is the Sûreté du Québec I was talking about. That is the Quebec Provincial Police Force Headquarters. So we're going to finish with that. And where am I going next? I don't know. Only time will tell. That's a nice place to live. Not in the winter, though. Winter sucks. And winter was bloody long this year. Oh, my God. Winter was so long this year. It's just horrible. It's like torture. Oh, and there's that Lexus I like. What is it? An IS 250, I think? I always forget the damn name of it. Excuse me, IS 300, pardon me. But why is every time I see one of these cars, they're usually gray? But there's another one that's more like the color of that cabriolet, though. That's nice. Very nice. We like cars here in Montreal. Montreal is performance-minded, especially. Which is kind of good, kind of not bad, not good for me, because I like the big fucking gas-guzzling sedans and stuff. You don't see them up here that much. Everything's sports-minded. I'm not your average classic car fan. I like a lot of different things. Oh, you got a train horn there, free of charge there. Finished with a nice old GMC here. All right. Yes, sir. And it's fucking windy, so luckily for me, I'm gonna zoom in here and see if there's anything else. I don't know, I was gonna say luckily for me, I don't know what though. Yeah, that's about it. That's it, that's all. And there's rain coming. Rain a-coming. Hey, you know what, now that I think of it, shit, I wish I had thought of this earlier. The guy who owns those 3 cars, I'm thinking about that LeBaron convertible I just saw. I wonder if he had the, what was it? It was a New Yorker Town and Country from the same years with the fake wood. It was mint. I spotted it here years ago. I couldn't fucking believe it. It blew my mind, that car. Absolutely blew my mind. And frankly, that was like a luxury car. I mean, seriously. And like all station wagons, they're fucking driven into the ground. I'm like, what happened to that car? I mean, it's just it's so cool. I mean, shit, I thought that the one my dad's friend had, that was, you know, like a dark gray charcoal with the dark red interior was cool, like an 84 or whatever, but it wasn't the top of the line like all fancy schmancy New Yorker white with the wire, complete with the wire spoke hubcaps and the fake wood on it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, once again, I hit the wrong button. Anyway, Elton McFall saying, hoping for a thunderstorm overnight, as they're saying possibly, and tomorrow especially a chance of severe weather, and that would be really great, because I love severe storms, I love thunderstorms, and it's starting to look like that. The sky's getting kind of ominous. All right, guys, so yeah, y'all take it easy there, and take a load off Fanny if you get a chance.